Hi everybody, and welcome back to our channel, The Relentless Pursuit of Shade. I'm Lori. This is about the Venice half marathon, and we went out to dinner the night before to this beautiful place called the Tiki Hut, had a fish dinner, and of course Susan had her Michelob Ultra. This is the t-shirts, which I thought were really nice, and of course here's a picture of the course, which was really a beautiful course. Anyway, enjoy the show. Good morning. We're vlogging. That's Lara. It's dark.
It is dark.
So we are on our way to the Venice half marathon this morning. Wow, it really is dark.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be a flat course. So we're gonna.
Yeah, look at the bridge. We're probably driving one over.
We're gonna go over this bridge right now. It's not that big though. It's just a little hill. Anyway, it's really dark, so I won't go on and on. But it's supposed to be flat and shaded. So we will let you guys know if the Venice half marathon is indeed flat and shaded. We have a feeling that it's not, but we could be wrong.
We could be.
So
I hope I am proven wrong.
yes. So last week we did 19 miles. This week we only have to do 13.1. Lara's been training for this. This is her day.
Lara just wants to finish.
It's only a half marathon.
Only a half marathon.
All right, we'll see you when it's laid out. We're gonna go find Susan and Mark.
Line area here.
There's Susan.
I'm right here. Hello, peoples. All right.
Okay, we are done with our half marathon. So last time you heard from me, I said that it was relatively shaded and relatively flat. And then right after that, it got really, really hot. There was no more hills though.
At the after mile 10, no more hills.
No.
But there were. Otherwise, the bridges, going up those bridges and down was a little tough.
It was just so hot.
Yeah.
I ended up walking. My pace was really good.
Yeah.
And then
My walking pace is good too.
And then I started walking and it kind of screwed up everything, but you too, huh?
It did, but my walking pace was actually halfway decent, so it didn't kill me too bad, but I did walk most of the last couple miles, I will fully admit it.
All right, so Venice, Florida half marathon.
Beautiful course. I think it was pretty. It really was pretty. I will say that about it.
It was gorgeous. I mean, most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
It was really pretty, but so we paid $65.
Yeah.
We need to preface this.
Yeah.
It was not expensive. So they did have some Gatorade. They had lots of water stops, but after mile 9, and we were like 2.5 hour half marathoner, so there was a lot of people still behind
coming.
us.
Yeah.
And by mile 9, they were starting to run out of water. That's not a good thing when you're running in September in South Florida, because it was really, really hot, and people.
It's 82 degrees.
Yeah.
It's 82 degrees.
And people lose a lot of water down here because of the humidity. We sweat a lot. Everybody was soaked. because of the sweat, and so you need to replenish your water when you race in Florida. So they were running low on water. I did see the guy on the scooter bringing some water around, but the water was warm. Then when we came around to where the beach was, that was really pretty. I like that.
It was really pretty.
No goo, no bananas or anything on the, no food at all on the race. So most half marathons will have like something around mile 10, either a goo or a piece of fruit,
banana or something. Yeah.
But they didn't have anything. But again, they didn't say.
Right. They didn't say they were gonna.
No.
But I don't know that most of them say that they do. Some of them do. But
and we
nice
we went prepared.
Yeah.
So we had stuff. I had honey packets and salt tabs with me, and you had your jelly
jelly beans. And, yeah.
But not everybody was, so it was kind of a bummer for some people. But anyway, finished it, and then at the end they were short on water. They were short on water at the finish line.
At the finish. There's no water.
They had warm Pepsis.
They had big containers of water that if you happened to have carried water with you and had a bottle, you might be able to get some.
There were cups there.
There were
but
some cups.
It was hard to pump water out of them. When I got to them, they were kind of
nearly empty.
Yeah, and they were warm.
And they were warm.
That's not a good thing. But so I don't know if it was a 10, like a 0 to 10, what would you rate this half marathon?
I'm going to give it a 5, but the only reason I'm going to give it a 5 is because it was pretty.
Yeah, I was thinking a 6, so we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Only because I did the Wiki Wachi Mermaid half marathon, which was a disaster. That was the worst one ever. So anyway, basically a 5 to 6 out of 10 on this half marathon. They did say it was a inaugural.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll get people to come back. We came down from the Tampa area to go to this race, which is about a 2-hour drive, and I wouldn't drive back down here for 2 hours to do this.
Nope.
Yeah, sorry guys.
No. It's put on by an organization that should know better, though. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to disparage them, YouTube, but they should know. They do other races. They should know better. That's all I have to say about them. So.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, we're gonna go get cleaned up. I'm gonna have some breakfast with Susan.
I'm gonna head home, go to work. Woohoo!
Lara's going to work. Oh, wait a minute, Lara, how did you finish up? You walked too. We both walked, right?
I finished 2:42.
And I was like a 2:39, so we were right around each other's. Well, we ran part of it together. That was nice.
It was.
So, all right, we'll catch up with Susan in a little bit, see how she felt about it. But she's usually not as forgiving as I am. And she probably has
some things to say.
We'll find out what her opinion is. All right, see ya. All right, I'm here with Susan.
Hello.
Susan, take the video camera.
Okay, Lori has asked me to critique the race today. I will say the Elite Events put on the race. They do half marathons in Florida. This is their 5th one they've added to their series. I probably will not do another one of theirs. I don't like that they didn't have beer at the end. They did have plenty of water stops, but the course they designed was not good for a runner like me. I don't like a lot of concrete. There's a lot of concrete on course. And really, to me, not a lot of scenery. There's water along the way, and it was a nice trail. But we run on trails all the time for training, so when I do an event, I would rather have a little bit more mix up with the scenery and stuff. But all in all, it was a good training run. It is nice to come and do something somewhere different and with, you know, our running buddies. So it was worth it. I'm glad I did it, but I probably wouldn't do another one of their events. So that's my take on it today. See ya.
Right, wait.
Oh,
I have
waiting.
a question.
Yes.
Because I asked this of Lara.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the Venice half marathon?
Scale of 1 to 10, 5.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Thank you.